Hello guys, my name is Arif Tawanani and I will teaching you, or no, I'm not will teaching, I will learning together with you about physics. And what we have learned today, it is all about what we have been learning yesterday. It is about Newton. Newton have been learning about something that we have been learning before. The first Newton, it is told us about first Newton. It is force is equal with zero. It is learning about inertia moment force. And the second law, this is teach us or told us about force is mass we crossed with acceleration. The third law, it is teach us about what it is force action is equal with minus F force reaction. Have you been watching the video before? And before you come in here video, if I should have been watching that, because we always put the video before we start learning, because I want to give you some stimulation before we are learning together. And well, we will learning now. We think about the Newton law, where this begin. All the story began with this when Newton sitting down under the trees and you're sitting reading some book about the physics. He loved physics, and he was sitting and suddenly he watched apple. Apple had been dropped in front of him directly, and after this he was thinking, why this apple can be dropped into the ground, not the air. Then he tried to put the apple, and he put the apple, and he pulled, and he threw it into the air. But after that, the apple was dropped again into the ground. This is just the same like the before. Newton after that, he was thinking, why everything can be dropped? If he was dropping, everything will drop. Everything is gonna be dropped. Why it can be happen like that? And then he's trying and found the answer, and suddenly he's stuck. And after that, he finished with that, and he found some formula for us. It is about what happened with the sun, with the earth, with the moon. Why everything was constantly we have been learning and promising, and they are rotating into each other without crashing each other. And then they have been found a new formula from there. And now, from that, we have been learning a lot of Newton gravitation. From this, we have been learning force is equal with constant gravitation, or we call it G. And the second is mass 1. And we cross with mass 2. And we are divided with R square. And this is our first formulas. And from this one, I told you about what it is F. You have been know F, it is about formula. And for this case, formula for force. And this is the unit is Newton. And the second is G. It is very complex because Newton have been learning, he have been experiment about everything. He has been put everything and try everything, do a lot of experiment, and then he get one of the constant. It is about 6.672. He crossed with 10 with 11 with the equal is acute unity, it is about a kilogram, sorry, m cubic we divided with kilogram second square. This is what he got. It is like we should remember it. This is memorized. We just, or maybe we can just only take 2 point of this or 3. This 6.673 just like before. And the second we are a mass one. Mass one, it is the mass thing 1. Mass 1 it is in a kilogram, and mass 2 this is for mass 2. This is also in kilogram, and the r square this is a square for the space we are in divided with meter. Now we have been got the first rule. We have the first formula for this one. It is first, and after this will be put into other application for that. And we have been thinking about the moon and the earth. We have been thinking about the moon, and this is the earth. The first have the own mass, the second is have the own mass. This is the earth, this is moon. This is why moon and earth is never different like you and me. Ha, that's not funny. And after this, we have put its other like this. You put edger. This is the mass 1, this is mass 2. Every people, everything, every planet, they have their own force. This is the force 1. This is the force 2. And because they are pulling each other, we can write it then formula first 1 2 or first second 2. We can just point it. This is not problem because this is not the real problem. And the second, all thing we have been pulling each other, it has their own direction. They have their own interaction. This is what we call with r square, r1 and 2 square. So from this formula, what we got that we have been learning about the divided or the equation of the interaction of that, and we have been cut off the one thing. The first thing is formula 1 is equal with the mass 1 and the mass 2. So we can also put if the formula force 1 and force 2 is equal with mass 1, mass 2 cross mass 2, we divide it with mass 1 accent and mass 2 accent, and we put this accent because this is different, and we got another formula. This is if we are connected within each other, so we have been got the second. So the third, we will get the interaction or the connection with force and the all of the space, and we have been force is between there's not each and the other, and so we can put this one is r quadrant square. So we have put here it is f1 and f force 2, and we can put if this is r2 square and r1 square, so it will be changed. So we have the second formulas. From that we have been trying to connection all of this to understand why the gravitation is pulling each other, the planet, the earth, the sun, the everything that we got, everything will be fun if we are understand about physics. This is the first formula what we have got today. This is about the law of Newton gravitation. And now to make you sure if you understand about this or not, so we'll put into the example of the question. Okay, here we go. We have the two of the example below. In fact, this is behind me, not below me. And we have the first example, the second for the application. First, we'll be learning about the first example first. And from these cases, we have to find the first of the two people. The first people have mass 40, and the second he have the 34 mass actually, and he have been separated in 2 meters. And so what we have been learning, well, you are working about the science, about the physics, so everything about science, you should put the scientific equation, but in this case we just make it quick, so we just put the answer below. So we are got this here, answer From what we have got before we coming here, we have been learning two of the equation, one and the first and two and third at the formula. And the first we have been understanding, we have been put force it is equal with G mass 1 mass 2 we are divided with R square. From this question, you should be understanding. Remember, it is easy to understand what the constant G is. It is G. It is 6.67. We cross with a 10. We are square with minus 11. So we put here 6.67 cross 10 11. For the mass one, we have got 40. The second one got 30. We divided with 2 square, and from this case we are just make it quick. We are point this that 6.67, we have 9 and 11, so we cross each other. We have when this 1200, we have 4. So for this all we have got the point of the value of the force. We have got point the 20.07 we cross with 10 square 9 Newton, or we can write and make it quick. It is 2 we cross with 10 and minus 8. So we have got here from that. It is very, isn't it? Yeah, because we just put the cases in the formula. It is so easy. Even the junior high school student will be understanding how to write it. If you have any question, ask me. Don't be afraid. We will learning together. Not I'm teaching you, you got teaching for me, but we here is learning together. Just put your question and we have been learning together. And the second, we have the application of this word. This is about what we're learning. This is the learning about the eclipse. You know the eclipse. This is a moon eclipse. We make it some analogy. And the first is his sun, the second is his moon, the third is his earth. So we have got the eclipse moon. So from this case, we have the first, the mass, but we just make the mass is quite different with the real one. The first is just 2,500 and the 9 is 900. We are spirited in 100 meters. And the question is where we should put the chart or we put the month between them. So the space or the force is equal with 0. This is a quite simple question. I want to teach you. I want you learning something. We will learning something. From this case, we have been learning about how to make it 0 for the force, for the learning of before. So we should have a force from the right, force to the left. So we have got the equilibrium force, or we have been static force. And from this, we should make it quick. First, force 1 and 3 is equal with force 2 and 3. From this, we have been make it to the 0. So we should equal the force of 1 and the force of 2. It is easy, isn't it? Yeah. So we put the equal is G mass 1 mass 3. We divide it with R 1 3. We are make it square G mass 2 mass 3 4 R 2 3. We are square. From this case, because of the gravitation constant is same, we can trust this, and because the mass is same, we don't need this one. Actually, when you are working for physics, you will understand which one will not useful in the question. From this one, so we just put the question from the mass. We got 2,500 divided with R 1 2 3. So this is the question 900 per 4. This is the question. We don't have 1 3. So how we should solve this problem below? We should be smart. Yeah. For this case, we have no. It is 100. So we also make it quick. This is 100 minus x, and the second is, this is the x, 9. You can get it. So we have the new formula for the spare of the space here and here. So we can put it on the below. So we can put it 100 minus x, we are make it square, and x 100 square. So when you're thinking about the last one, you can get a square in here. You should make it how to solve it quickly. So we will make it quick. So we'll make it in the root. So when we root it, we got it is 500 divided with 100 minus x, and this is 50, and this is 30 divided with x. So we should delete this one. From this one, we've got the second solving of the cases. Now we got this. So what we have learning, we should work it like we are in the junior high school. We cross each other, so we will get 50x's is equal with 30 with plus min x's. So we are cross this one like this, we are each and this. So we've got 50x, it is 3000 minus 30x. So we put here and we got 80x and we are 30. So we cross the 0. So we have x is equal with 3000 with x. So the x's is yeah, we got 7 meters. Well, make it quick. So this is for the 0. Here you go. You have been learning for the example. Is it easy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm trying to make you understand it easily. Yeah. So we got the first material about the law of Newton's gravitation. So what the moral value of learning physics about the Newton gravitation? This is teach us about the life when your mass getting weather and you are getting hard, you should make it force more the harder, because force is equal with the mass. As more your dream is very high and very weighted, is you should more give on force more. And second, when you should give more your life is more life is like richer, you deepen all the world, it is make you far away from the God. So this is the moral for you of this. So thank you for this lesson about the Newton gravitation. I hope you understand. If you don't understand everything what I'm telling to you, you can asking me. We will learn together, we will find together, and physics is one.